Hello and welcome back to another Shadowlands gold farming video. So today we are taking a look at herbalism and mining, and I'm doing this to level up my characters and make some gold at the same time, which I think is perfect. But we're taking a look at mining and herbalism in Ardenweald, which is my favorite zone, and we're doing this post nerf of the flying thing, so you have to do it on ground mounts now, but to be honest it feels very good. It still feels very effective, and I don't think the flying thing was too broken. Like, sure, it was broken, but still, I'm able to do it at high efficiency with my ground mount as well, thanks to this one thing, which is the light step hoof plate, which increases my movement speed on my mount by 20%, which makes me move around a lot faster. And doing it on a Sky Golem, I can pick up herbs without dismounting as well. The only thing I have to actually dismount for is whenever I'm going to pick up in any mining vein. Mining veins I can't really pick up on my mount. I have tried mono-hardened stirrups and stuff from the Legion and from BFA. They don't work in Shadowlands, so you have to just pick it up manually. You have to dismount to pick it up. But picking up herbs, however, you can do on your Sky Golems, that's fantastic. And it makes it very easy. Now the route I'm doing is this one right here, so I'm following the green lines. That is me using my superb paint skills to try to paint some form of route that is understandable. And I think I did an okay job, at least. So that's the route, that is what I'm doing. I'm going back and forth this route, and it's more than good enough. It is fantastic. So right now, I'm on this part of the route. You can see on the map where I'm going as well. It's very obvious. I'm just going to pick this one up, and I'll show you again. Never mind, someone is already here. Feels bad, man. So you go all the way over here, you go down, you go back up, you go down again, and all the way around. And sometimes, if anyone else is doing the same route as you can just take a break and go up here as well, which I usually do quite often actually, because this route seems to be a little bit popular. But it's very good, so I understand why it's popular. You can get tons of herbs per hour with doing this. I recently picked up mining again because I had to destroy it to do a inscription test, which is coming out very soon as well as a video. Because I had to make some gold with inscription, and I just made some gold and I deleted the profession once again. So now I have mining again and I have to skill it up. You get tons of experience though whenever you're doing this. You can just see when I pick up this next one. It should be about 2k experience. I think it's like 1950 on this character. Yeah, 1950. That is with rested experience though, so it will be less if you don't have rested. But with rested, you basically just have to pick up 100 different gathering nodes and you will level up. So it's very easy, very fast leveling as well. I usually get one level every 1 hour if I have rested, so every 2 hours if I don't have rested. But what I'm trying to do is juggle rested across multiple characters. So I have 3 characters I'm trying to level right now, and I'm actually leveling all of them with herbalism and mining. So I just do 1 hour on each with rested, I log out, and I just gather more rested experience. This obviously doesn't work if you play like 20 hours a day and you only level alt characters, but what I do is I usually farm gold on my main, and every now and then I just take a break to farm some herbs and mining on my alt, and then I will have tons of rested experience to catch up. Like right now you can see I have like 40% of rested experience, so I'm gonna get tons of levels just from this, not tons of levels, but tons of experience just from doing this video, and it's fantastic. Now, one thing I would advise you to do if you do go for herbalism farming right now, don't sell them. You should really not sell them. Herbs in general, and definitely, like especially Nightshade, is worth very little right now compared to the value I think it will have later on. Because right now people only need them for inscription, right? And scribes usually want the price to stay low, so they're trying to artificially drive the price low to make more profit themselves. And the supply is just way higher than the demand right now, because the only thing scribes are really making profit on right now with herbs is Dark Moon cards. Starting next week, people will start getting legendaries, in which case scribes will need even more herbs to make missives. You need 2 missives for every single legendary, right? So starting already next week, whenever people start crafting their first legendary, the price of herbs in general should go up by a little bit. And then the second that raids also open, they will go up even more as well, because at that point people will need even more herbs to get flasks and potions, and oils. People can still do that right now as well, but I mean nobody does, because you don't really need flasks and potions to do regular mythics, because they're easy. and hardcore raiders want to save their gold for when it's necessary. So starting whenever raids open and Mythic Plus opens, you should see a lot more demand for herbs, and as you know, the price is determined by supply versus demand. So the second supply goes, or the supply stays the same, and the demand goes up, the price will go up as well. One herb I will definitely think will go up in price is a Nightshade, because that is way too cheap right now. It is like 300 gold each, and I just can't see it stay that way, because the only way to regularly farm Nightshade is in the Maw, and in the Maw you can get like 80 Nightshade per hour with students farming route in the Maw. So that's still like, I don't know, 24,000 gold per hour right now, which is not great, because in the Maw the only thing you're getting is Nightshade. You can get some of this thing as well, the lithium ores in the Maw as well, but most people just farm Nightshade in there, and the price of Nightshade just has to go up, because you need 3 of them for every single flask. So I just can't see it staying this low, so if you want my advice, keep your herbs until next week at least, and then maybe start selling. I would actually keep the Nightshade until Mythic progression, so whenever Mythic raids open, that is when I would sell my Nightshade, but every single other herb I would start selling the second regular raids open as well. And as for other herbs as well, they will go up when people start crafting missives, which will start already in 2 days. So if you want my advice, farm now, keep the herbs until later, and just sell them whenever the price goes up, which should start happening in just a couple of days. So right now I'm pretty much at the end of this main route. I'm going to start doing the optional route as well, I think. But you can see on the map wherever I go all the way around there like I just did. We came all the way around there, and now we're going back to this little start of the world quest over there, which is where I start my route. One thing though, if you want to do this on your alt character, make sure you do this through the Threads of Fate, because that way you can determine which zone you want to do this in. I just chose Ardenweald because, well, I have the Night Fae Covenant. It is the first zone that I chose to level in, and I just love the zone. But since I have Threads of Fate, I can go to any other zone as well and do the same thing, and level up doing the same thing. And here's the bug that we used earlier to fly around. It doesn't work anymore, feels bad, man. I'm gonna do one thing now. I'm gonna shout out students from 0 to Gold Cap Guide, which you can get with 50% off if you buy it with my code through the link in the description and the pinned comment. So check that one out. You can get a ton of gold with it. He covers everything in the guide. There are tons of Shadowlands updates already, and he covers Shadowlands gold farms as well. So if you're interested in making gold, that is a great book to buy, and use my code whenever you buy it. So someone else is farming this route, which is really normal, in which case I just go up here instead, because nobody goes up there, so there should be tons of herbs available, and that's pretty much it for the route. Just get herbalism and mining, level some alt characters, make some gold while doing it, and that is pretty much it. It's very simple. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're able to make tons of gold with it, and that's pretty much it. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you again very soon.